I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact, focused on personal growth, my workbook series, The Knowledge, will help you make changes like you've never made before. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about 2 breakup success stories.
Oh my, 2.
You know, we haven't done a success story in a while.
No, we haven't.
And I know everybody is really struggling out there, especially right now. So I thought, you know what, let's do a couple of success stories. I had quite a few actually emailed to me in the past week. And so I just grabbed these 2 that I thought sounded pretty good.
Right.
One's a little bit shorter, the other one's a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, the second one has an interesting twist to it. But you'll see what happens. But this first one says, "Hi, Coach Craig. I have to say you and Margaret have literally changed and saved my life.
Wow.
Over a year later, and I am back with my ex. But even if that didn't happen, I have never been more physically and mentally healthy. And I have both of you to thank for that.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for saying that.
I have learned so much from your videos, and my Skype with you was exactly what happened. I went to a local therapist, and to be honest, I probably had more knowledge than she did from what both of you taught me.
Well, you tried to get points.
I am now, for the first time, able to communicate and show my emotions to not just my lover, but also my child, and am teaching my daughter on how important it is to express her emotions and always talk about anything, good or bad, happening in her life.
Good for him.
My dream and goal is to one day meet both of you, as you both will never know how much you've changed my life. Warm regards, Corey."
Thank you, Corey.
It was really kind of him. But that was great. Not only did he get back his ex, but now he's also using what he learned to
He
teach
learned
his
a whole bunch
daughter.
of stuff. Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. And when you have a success story, we want to hear it from you.
We do.
Regardless if it's getting back with your ex, some of you will find that moving on is better for you than getting back with your particular ex or your situation. But, you know, we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Whenever you feel like you have one to share, just send it to my website, okay? Here's the second one with an interesting twist.
All right.
"Hi, Craig and Margaret. Now, this is a huge success story. Unfortunately, it doesn't have to do with me, but instead a friend of mine who suffered the same heartbreak I did last year.
Okay.
After my heartbreak, I became obsessed with understanding what I could have done to fix it. And thanks to you, I learned exactly what I should have done. My friend, we'll call her Aliyah, was dating this guy, we'll say Daniel. When Daniel broke things off with her, he was cold. He had her stuff in the car. He wanted her to get her stuff and get out. She cried in front of him, was super depressed, and they were together for roughly a year. Luckily, she talked to me about it, and I had all the info she needed, thanks to you and Margaret. I told Aliyah to completely cut him off, work on herself and her job, and do everything she could to distance herself from him. She was convinced that he would never regret it, because he somehow can cut off his emotions and suppress how he feels. About a month and a half later, she contacts me saying, in bold now, "You were right, you were right."
Mm-hmm.
She tells me that she had blocked him on everything, and he got on Minecraft, which is a video game. You know what it is.
Yeah.
You're addicted to it.
I know, but
so he could talk to her on there. He would literally follow her around on there and ask if he could call her. But she asserted herself and said no and got off.
So there.
Then later on, she does unblock him and he calls her while he's a total wreck. This man is crying, literally begging her to come back. He talks about how much he regrets his decision and how he tried to suppress his emotions, but he just couldn't do it.
Good. We're glad he couldn't do it.
Sounds like an avoidant.
He certainly does. I was going to say this guy has an avoidant attachment
There
style.
you have it. There's an avoidant.
And there's an answer to somebody who asked us earlier. Do avoidants miss you? Yes, they do.
Yes, they hide it, and they might not
And they
feel
try
it.
to suppress it.
Yeah, they may not heal it or feel it at first, but a lot of times they do eventually get there.
Absolutely.
He even goes on as far to say that he will give up his job interview in another state and look for jobs in her state so he can go back with her. Her ego was through the roof, and rightfully so. She went into no contact, worked on herself, and did everything she could to keep him from getting that validation that he wanted. Because of how cold he was and how pathetic he's become now, she doesn't even want him back anymore.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Wow.
So you see, he came on too strong.
Yeah,
And now he came on like we do when we've been dumped, and how all those unattractive behaviors, now he's doing them.
he was crying and begging.
Unfortunately for me, I had already made all the classic breakup mistakes before I discovered your content, but at least I could help out a good friend. And there is no way that I could have done it if not for your teachings. From her and I both, thank you so much. To those of you who are terrified of the process, failing, I promise you it does work. They need to miss you, and they need you to show strength and focus on yourself. Again, thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing our work with people that you care about and friends and family. I get that all the time now.
Yes.
I did a coaching with, or you did a coaching with a friend of mine. Now I'm getting to the place where I'm getting people saying, you did a coaching with my friend, you did an email coaching, you did a Skype
some
coaching.
of those as well. Yeah.
And that's great, because that tells us how much you truly respect what we do, that you would share us to other people and say,
And that's
hold on.
generous of you to share it with the other people.
Yeah.
So there's a strength for you.
Yeah, and not only that, but you're putting yourself in a better chance to be successful when you have people that are around you giving you good strategies instead of the
Right.
typical bad strategies that a lot of friends and family do, despite their intentions.
And in wanting you to be happy again, they say, well, just move on. You can just move on.
Yeah.
No, not that easy.
No, it's not that easy. And we know that. But it's great to see success stories.
Absolutely.
And, I think that this second one, the girl will, if the boyfriend calms down a little bit, she might say, okay, you know what, I do miss him.
Yeah.
But, a great first success story. And I had actually a few more just in the last couple of days that we couldn't get to get them all in here. But I know everybody's really struggling right now, and hearing a success story is always
It's
comforting.
a good thing.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing them. And we love to hear your success stories. So when you have them, send them to me on my website, askcraig.net. Thank you for sharing us with people that you care about. We always appreciate that. And of course, if you want to get our help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching and I do Skype. And Margaret is available for Skype coaching.
If you feel I can be helpful to you, please sign up.
But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth,
I'm Coach Margaret.
and we will talk with you soon.